What up, hotheads? I'm Henry, and this is Blaze the Roof. This week, we're reviewing a sauce named Eaglewingz Original Sauce. Eaglewingz is out of Delaware. Delaware is the 44th state that we've reviewed a sauce from. The company itself is called the Delaware Sauce Company. It was founded by Rick Ewing over 30 years ago in 1988, so it's probably older than a lot of you out there. It started locally, then just grew regionally. I think it's still a regional sauce, but on the label it claims to be the best from Delaware, so it's a bold claim, but that's why I picked it. So the city it's out of is Seaford, Delaware. Seaford actually has a seafood museum. So not an aquatic museum, a seafood museum. It's also named after Seaford in East Sussex, England. And it is home of the Seaford Eagles, which is a minor league baseball team. Pretty sure you were dying to know that. Famous people from Seaford, Delaware include Delino DeShields Jr., who is actually playing in the minor league right now. He's a former Major League Baseball player. Used to be with the Astros, the Rangers, and the Indians. And now he's with the Round Rock Express. Also from here is Bob Clark, who is an illustrator for Mad Magazine. And he's also the designer of the Cuddy Sark logo. And Lovett Purnell, who's a former NFL tight end who last played with the Ravens in 1999. Now let's look at the packaging. So I think this has a really nice, clean look to it. I like the logo. It's got the oval. Within the oval, you have a sailboat. Maybe it's a schooner. I don't know my sailboats. If anyone does know, chime in. Also, a really cool detail is how the original pops out from the actual label itself. I think that's pretty neat. I just like that little detail. And again, right there, you see it says "Best of Delaware." Just straightforward. Although it looks like a deck, which is pretty cool as well. So, little neat detail. Now let's look at the ingredients. This is made with red cayenne peppers, distilled vinegar, water, number 1 grape mustard seed, celery seed, salt, black pepper, paprika, turmeric, and garlic powder, and herbs and spices. The ingredient I'd like to discuss today is paprika. So it's more than just a coloring agent. It does actually lend flavor. It's a ground capsicum annuum. So it's actually a pepper, which has, I believe, 0 capsaicin in it. And it can be either sweet, hot, or smoked. It's used in traditional Hungarian dishes, such as goulash. Also used in Spanish chorizo. Spanish chorizo is different. It's a cured meat, unlike the Mexican chorizo, which is basically still needs to be cooked, right? And it's also featured in Portuguese and Turkish soups. So before we get any further, let's hear from this week's sponsor. Why settle for simple meals when you can have everything be one thing stuffed in another, stuffed in another? For those that are bold, try Mange Trois. We were inspired by the turducken and Inception and decided to make foods within foods within foods. Try our loaf pat ball, which is a meatloaf stuffed with a patty, stuffed with a meatball. We have a porterhouse stuffed with a ribeye, stuffed with a fillet called the pork riblet. Our desserts are also stuffed. A cheesecake stuffed with a brownie, stuffed with a cookie. Does it taste good? If you don't like it, your taste buds are just not refined enough to appreciate such complexity. It's a threesome in your mouth. Mange Trois. The meal is real. Now for the moment of truth. So you can smell mustard in this. It almost makes this smell like cocktail sauce. So I wonder if this is gonna have a barbecue type flavor. It's got a lot of spices in it. I'll be damned if I have 2 sauces in a row that taste like barbecue sauce. It does look like a reddish mustard. It's fluid, it's not very viscous. It does have cayenne, which gives it the red along with the paprika. So, alright, let's see what this entails. Cheers. Wow, it's sour. Oh, so it's interesting. It burned on the way down. Not quite on the tongue or on the back of the tongue, nothing like that, but it did burn on the way down, which means I'm getting old. So there's a ton of spices in it, but there's a lot of salt, and I guess there was vinegar in this. It was very sour. I like sour, don't get me wrong. It might be a bit much, but this makes you wonder what I would use this on. So the good news is it is not a barbecue sauce. I might actually use this on some wings. That'd be an interesting take on them. It might go good with pork, but I'd say probably more like chicken, especially like fried chicken or something to that effect, right? Again, very sour, so be prepared. If you don't like sour, stay away from this sauce. You saw my face. It's a pretty intense sour taste, so I'd probably also throw this on fried fish. I think it would go good with fried foods, but well, next week we're going to be reviewing a sauce named Tongue Spanks Serrano Margarita. Should be interesting. Anywho, I'm Henry, and remember, spice up your life. Take care.